all diamond, have fancy party with kitties with fur and they are purring. Kitties involved, you know this shit's going over the moon, going over the roof at least, and our house was small. It wasn't shaped like this where the rain would all roll off. Think about that. Where was he at? How much stuff did you have? Let's put it on the lawn and see if the neighbors come and buy it up. Put it in truck, put it in station wagon. That's made a long time ago where it hit a fucking Sasquatch on the road. Boom. A big ass sound that was kinda low. Something with the bass and fall. Megan Trainor loves my stuff, but I don't actually know. I'm just going off of what's recorded, what's recited inside of my dome before I said it out loud. Something I'm gonna say in the low, with the lawn chairs that all fold, to make them more small. You could push that one in the water, and they could get all wet, and then that would be fun. A bunch of laugh, a bunch of hey, don't do that again, and then they smile. They point their finger, they're like, stop, don't take my purse. I don't know you at all. Mugger outside. Once again, why not? Because we're gonna get to the city in this taxi we bought. We paid enough. If I could get that little clock to stop by throwing a pebble or rock, like that video camera that saw when I was up on the roof. With all the lawn chairs set out in the desert, I guess that's the end thing to do because that's the end game. With some of this we threw some more of these rocks. If they're big enough, they're gonna fucking clog that volcano. It won't erupt at all. Yes, and some of that ribbons cut were just long enough to strangle y'all. I could get like 6 pieces out. This was a bottle broke on the bottom of your boat. Yes, like I'm topping the bomb some more for the ketchup to pull. While there's these fries and I don't even like ketchup at all. Yes, stare into my eyes, it was dark and demented, son. I don't need crystal balls when that's what I'm seeing out. Yes, going to the casino with Flo, your sloths are gonna get mugged for all of the change, and they might just have a little bit of DNA left for the forensic crews that show up. The forensic ones? Yes, from Terabithia, son. Magical Flow, I've never seen a movie I like talking about, but I do all of the time. That's all that's in my flow. A bunch of pumpernickel bread and all this shit. A bunch of pumped. I'm about to get pissed. A bunch of beefcake Cartman about to hit you to death with some of my fists and maybe my knee. Cause I'm like MMA, I think. Inside of a cage that doesn't have to have 8 sides at all. It could be like one of your box and we just take off the gloves, fuck the tape. I just leave it out and be like, accident, they fell off. And then I could just fall off of the map because if it was flat, all of my rafts would just get blown up with helium and float off under the dome. And then they get stuck and then you'll see it for yourself. The stratosphere was gonna be this thermotropic one. Boom. Some of these boats get rowed. I always say some of this solo because it's not all. Or maybe shalom to y'all. Maybe this turban was tight, so I say the same things a lot. Maybe I just trying to get my bearings like I'm a pilot looking at my charts. But it's mostly like Tron. It's just like one of those where you practice in, except this is real life. All the gadgets are the same. And when you look out, it looks just like how it would have done on that big ass screen where you could be playing some video games. And then you could play the Genesis if you sit like this. If it's a NES, you gotta stand up in that bitch because I'm standing up for this shit. Boom. Hit y'all with this touchless grist that go inside of y'all. What do you call this, chest? It's like a rib cage where the bird was kept. Yes, the canary will float when you leave open the door. He doesn't have them oats because he's not a horse. He's not gonna talk to yo cause it's not Ed on a show. Yes. Put my inch onto this. My inch was small. But for my argument, it was kind of cold. Yes. So goes all my flow. It's kind of cold to give you pneumonia. I want you in the bed with a bunch of comfort zone and comforters. I'm going to comfort yo like your confidant and make sure that when you left, it's not going to be a long trip. Here, let's get this over with. It's small. Remember the best time that there was. It involves me all the time, even if you don't know me at all. And all of that salt turned into luck, and all this plush from out of heart, all of this soft, all of this gonna lay you down for a bit. You was my favorite, the rose with the last petal in. peddling my stuff, but not selling it, because once you got it, you can't fucking ever forget it, because it was monumental, dog. Boom. Monumental, man. Fuck that show. I'm tired of them making fun of Nazis. They was human beings. You just... Okay, that was kind of fun. I should have went in it better, and I bet I could have stuck the landing, like jumping off of the beam. Or was that a horse? Where you just use your arms to swing around a bunch like you're stirring something inside of a cup. Was that a milkshake? Cause that was too thick. This shit gets too sick and maybe too slick. You can't hold it for a sick, because the teeth were long if you did. Get some of that venomous skin. Antibodies is what you wish that you had. Maybe a couple of fridge if they were cold. I get frigid right now, my finger will curl. I wanna give you a touch and you'll be gone. Yes, my Grim Reaper type flow is sharp on that fucking Seth MacFarlane and all of that bitch. Yes, couple of Animaniacs, cause I'll sing like that. I like that show a lot. Plus Pinky and the Brain, was those two one? Those 2, 1, and 3 seems to be the fucking culprit for me, because I can never get in speech the way that I think, the way that this road will go. We're gonna get knocked out by a horse or semi-throat that's going too fast and it was overload for show, because the weight got too much on the skull. Now I just need to look through the microscope so I can know for sure. Boom. The oak wasn't chopped. The fucking ox was in the same place I left it, like the saw. In that one show, Pirates of the Caribbean, damn it. Lost my transfixion. I lost my transfusion and my blood was all over the flow. Can you give me another bag, please? How much will it cost? I pull out my wallet. Do you take Visa and MasterCard? I have both, because I'm ballin' as fuck. Actually, I don't. I've never seen a credit card before, but I can't imagine how they look. A debit isn't the same, dog, cause that's the real money you got in the real world. Boom. If tomorrow an asteroid would hit, it would just be me giving birth to this shit, because I feel feminist when I start to go at this. My jaws are big, they're fucking hard, the pressure they got, because it's like hydraulics, son, and then something will pump. Where's that soul get its energy from? How much coal needs to go into that fucking fall so I can get enough smoke that I want? Yes, smoking yo like you're toast. I fucking toast yo after you already under the dirt with a couple flowers that will already grow. Boom. Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of weeks at least, because was it sunny? And that soul needs to be moist. Moist like a sponge. I just need some. I just need a drip, and that will be enough. I just need to see this tree start to grow. We didn't see when it started. We didn't put the seedling for ourselves with the fucking little stem that come out. Give me some green, the bucks maybe. No, give me the gold, because that'll always be worth something. Yes, give me them chip we could spin in the slots. When we rip them again, we're gonna hit them in the butt, because they have chicks and they're expecting that we did. Yes, because we're gonna be the inspector in this shit. I just want to be a specter in your house that you can't get rid of, no matter how hard that you tried. No matter how many priests that you brought. Like this was a fucking clown car that y'all jumped out with a whole bunch of Bibles in the trunk. Yes, in a whole bunch of cardboard box that the hobo is looking at like, damn, that looks pretty good. He's talking about what he can make a house. Not something that can inspire him to do something else. Because he likes his beer and he likes his drugs. So why try to pry them from him? Yes, out my cold dead fingers, but what if it's warm? What if it's the sunniest day that we got on record, son? Don't live in Arizona during the summer, you dumb. Write that down. Yes, and some of these solar flares are gonna get hot. They're gonna bounce like this was life force. We got through the whole game without dying once, just to show off, just because I watched and we weren't recording it, so I was the only one who would know. The fucking sweater wasn't warm enough. You need to go kill a couple more sheep, because you haven't seen somebody do this. You haven't learned it because you haven't been taught. You haven't had the red pen out. Fucking grade yourself on your shit for once. Why you gotta get fucking encouragement from someone else? Fucking encourage yourself. Take the bread and dip it into whatever you want. like it was pain. But this is something that you eat because it becomes a part of you, dog. Yes, everything that I ate was stored in one of my cells. It remembers shit when I don't. When I fucking forget, I fucking got a feeling about it. Like it's intuition. Like, don't run into that sliding glass door. You get bloody as hell. I think that bitch was a guy. But I'm not gonna say it out loud. Or if I do, it's just gonna be whispered. And you still get it because you still listen real intense. Like I'm just gonna hit you. Get that fucking roast and then you'll bounce back. Like this is a rubber band. But this wasn't gonna be what's wrapped around your neck. I talk about hanging people a lot because they need to get the point. They need to stand in the corner for a while like they're a kid, they're in trouble. Maybe they can turn it around because I got a lot of these songs and then you can pull whichever you want. These were the chapters of my book I'm bringing out. Boom. So cosmic, I get so cosmic illness. I get a snowman when he melts. I'm just a cup of what I was before. The rest already run down the vents, all centered around. Yes, I'm a sinner with some of this awesome that I'm giving all out. Then I talk about God to fucking save myself in this fucking song and you watch. This is a renaissance, how fucking speech should be done. Boom. I'm the blinkers on your car to let people know where you go. That was polite. That's like waving your arm because when the blinkers is out, you can always do it like this unless it's dark. If you had a flashlight dark on this like it's a mothership about to beam you up, then it could be good. We could shake hands. I could shake your tip because I missed and be like, oops, accident. Boom. Get into the core of this battery I got. It's large, it's a Duracell. My copper top with my awesome top that I'm laying out. Like a diamondback snake is just gonna bite you because he wants to see how you taste. He's not trying to inject some of that venom like it's gonna be something to make a funnel cake at the carnival. Nah, I went too far with that. Pull back. I want just a taste of what you got. Like this is gonna be some awesome shit in the shack. This is gonna be the Love Shack song and all of this shit. This is gonna be the golf club that I used to make sure that that fucking mole was dead. Was that a mole? Yeah, because he got wet and he didn't switch into a goblin, bitch. Yes, hit you on top of your head. Like we was at the carnival again. No quarter needs to get into this box to be playing and have the most fun that there was. Have fun for everybody else. Just suck it in like it's a moth to a flame or something that's hot. Was he liking the warmth or liking the sun? Maybe he liked the glow. He didn't like to come out during the day because damn it, there's just too much. Yes, and all of this soul and all of these pots, bury the flaws and they'll come back like they're fucking necropolis, dog. Yes. Where all of the zombies rise and walk like this. Listen to my tapes on little headsets, little plugins. Yes, like Glade to keep it fresh. Keep it dry, bitches. Wash my car in the rain again. Then I'm raining on y'all. It's the fucking king that you always wish that you had right here on your screen. Before I get my fucking acknowledgement and a bunch of little these canes. They were like so high. They got a name and a jewel on the top. They all glitter the same. I don't need to know stuff I don't need to know right now. I'll learn it later on. Because that's how fucking time will work. This is all predestination stuff. Yes, predestination was good. This started me thinking down a road that I shouldn't. Like, she had a dick? Why is that important to the movie at all? Maybe they just like to slip it in to a person's butt or something. Or put that the butt of your joke. Put the cigarette out on the fucking table once more to see where this goes. Maybe a bunch of smoke signals will say that you gone. With no fucking quarters of your eyes, I kept those in my pockets, dog. Yes, now my awesome stuff is gonna be a rainbow from out my pockets now. Boom.